Hey there Libra, welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as leave me a comment and let me know if this reading resonates with you. So, also, my Patreon page is listed below, and for anyone who would like to subscribe to my Patreon page, there is a nominal fee, but it will enter you to win a Tarot Illuminati deck. Alright, so go ahead and check that out, and let's go ahead and get started. So this week we're going to use the Supernatural deck again, but instead of using the apple pie spread, this week we're going to use Lucifer's Cage. So this is going to help you overcome whatever is keeping you caged in. Alright, so something must be holding you back. Let's take a look. Alright, so for Lucifer's Cage, the cage is the first card that we pull. Alright, let me just split this deck. The King of Blades. If you don't recognize the King of Blades, this is Cain from Supernatural, and as you can see, it's got the symbol of Cain right behind him and the blade of Cain. So he's the King of Blades, and this is your cage. This is what's holding you back. So it might be some type of something that's plagued you for a very long time, maybe like your whole life. Alright, and then we've got, I think this is Meg. Just number 2 card is the seal. This is the seal that allows you to unlock the cage. Alright? It needs to be broken in order to open the cage. The tarot card reveals the action that needs to be taken in order for you to overcome the obstacles represented by your cage card. And this one is the 5 of Swords, which is challenges. Definitely always represents challenges. And then we've got the Hierophant. Alright? And that's upright. The Hierophant is definitely representing Taurus. Swords represent Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. The Hierophant represents Taurus. And the King of Blades represents Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini as well. Alright, so let's take a quick look here. So we have the Breaking the Seal, the Hierophant. Let's first read the King of Blades. Alright, the King of Blades. Cain notoriously killed his brother Abel with the first blade and became one of the most feared and legendary demons ever known. The King of Blades represents a powerful figure who gained a strong reputation through his action over time. This tarot card advises you to lead with intelligence and logic, and to rely on the knowledge and skills that you've acquired over the years to bring you success. Alright, so maybe you're not applying your skills that you have into your life. I know I'm definitely guilty of doing tarot card readings instead of programming. So it gives me a headache. But, whatever works, right? Alright, so we've got the 5 of Blades. And the 5 of Blades is always, 5s are representative of challenges. Alright, that's just numerology right there. But let's take a look and dig a little bit deeper. Alright, so the 5 of Blades, and it is Meg. Alright, in case you're not familiar with Supernatural, Meg is a demon, but she needs help. And you know the Winchesters, they can't help but help somebody in need, right? So from the moment that the brothers meet the demon Meg Masters, she causes trouble for them. While she eventually becomes a sort of ally to the team, her presence is almost always a source of discord and tension. The 5 of Blades is is the ultimate conflict card. It symbolizes battles, changes, and fierce disagreements. This tarot card shows you're dealing with a lot of unrest and it says, but keep going. The end of this fight is in sight. Okay, so that's the upright of the card. All right, so I read it so you get the gist of it but this is actually your advice right here is the reversed. The conflicted energy of the upright Five of Blades turns inward. You're struggling with something internal. Whether something isn't sitting just right with you or your decision, if you're feeling overwhelmed, it might be time to take a step back and stop thinking about the situation for a little while. Thinking yourself into confusion and getting upset won't help you. We know that's right. All right. So don't allow your emotions to control you. Okay? I kind of like this because, I mean, the more you look into psychology, especially if you start looking into Carl Jung, not Jung, he says, Jung, if you want to Google it, starts with a J. Carl Jung believes that you have demons that are like your shadow self. So it's actually things that happened to you when you were a child that you've suppressed or that you just have refused to deal with. Maybe it's not just suppressed. Maybe you don't even remember it. But it still affects you. And especially like childhood abandonment, you always blame yourself. And you probably always will. I know that I was abandoned as a child and I cried and cried and cried and just, why doesn't my daddy love me? Why doesn't he come see me? Where is he? Is he in jail? What happened to him? And now that he's older, he's a Jehovah's Witness, and I'm not, so we don't really talk. But, that's his choice. I always call him, and I always spend the time to make amends and whatever. But, that's the important part. Okay, do what you have to do for your conscience, alright? They can deal with their conscience on their own time. When the Grim Reaper comes, right? Okay, so the Hierophant card. So I think it's really strange that the Hierophant is represented by the Grim Reaper, because that's typically the priest, like a priest card. It represents a priest. So in this deck, it being the Hierophant, being the Grim Reaper, just kind of throws me for a loop, okay? I'm like, what? Why? Okay, so let me pull up the Hierophant and we're going to read it to you. Like I said, this resonates with Taurus. Oh, and it's also a 5. So you must be having a lot of challenges. Okay, so the King of Blades and the 5 of Blades, and this is one heck of a big blade right there too. Let me make sure the Hierophant is representative of what zodiac sign is the Hierophant representing. It definitely says Taurus. Okay, I thought so. And the card is associated with Taurus is the Hierophant, also known as the Pope or the High Priestess. High Priest. Okay. So, I guess that makes her like the one that makes the judgment calls, right? I don't know. So it says the Hierophant respects and values tradition, order, and rules, much like Billy, the Reaper, and later the New Death, who takes her role as the keeper of the natural order very seriously. The Hierophant Tarot card advises you to put order to chaos using time-honored structures and traditions. Now isn't the time for rebellion and questioning the status quo. Showing respect for established instructions and hierarchies will benefit you in the long run. All right, let's pull one card here from the Hermetic deck. So this is the Principles of Hermetic Law. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Okay. So, we've got the Law of Knowledge. Okay, so I haven't finished this deck. I can't believe I still haven't finished it. Some of these are really easy to find, and others I really need a dang library, okay? The Law of Knowledge, though, that's kind of obvious, right? Maybe it has to do with, you know, I think that some people feel like if they go to school, then they've done their due diligence and then they don't have to learn anymore. Like, don't be lazy when it comes to your knowledge, because ignorance is definitely not bliss, especially in today's society. If someone tells you something, or if you read something on the internet, don't just take it for face value. Research whether or not it's true, all right? Especially if you're making life or death decisions upon it, all right? So, the law of infinite universes. The total number of universes is infinite. All right, so basically I feel like this just means that we're so tiny and so insignificant that, you know, we have to really, really try to make a difference in this huge grand scheme of things. If you don't put forth a major effort to change things on this planet, then why are you here, right? So while you're here, do everything you can to, you know, take that knowledge in. Don't allow your emotions to control you, because it's definitely not going to help you move forward in life. All right, Libra, I hope that this resonates with you. Let's pull a Grim card, because I just feel kind of scattered, like it's not really a full reading yet. The Little Mermaid. Okay, so the moral of the story for The Little Mermaid is sometimes you can't have the one you want. Well, okay. So, I'm not sure what to think about that. I guess maybe if they're a demon, you don't want to. You better not, right? Or if you fell in love with Cain. Okay, these are some pretty rough cards here. So I can see how, you know, maybe this might actually, you know, you definitely can't fall in love with the Hierophant, right? I mean, this is a rough card right here. All right, so maybe this is saying something about ourselves, right? Especially since, let me see, Libra is a swords, right? And every single one of these people are holding a sword. So I guess my question to you is, are you being lovable? If not, then maybe you should open your heart and allow the people in who love you. Especially if they've tried for a long time to get their foot in the door. You just don't really, you know, let them in. So, yeah, if the people that you surround yourself with, that is who you become. So if you're around negative vibing people who complain and, you know, I'm going to be honest with y'all. One of the main reasons I'm not a Jehovah's Witness anymore is because, you know, you go around door to door, you learn everybody's business, everybody invites you in and tells you all their business, and then you can't always help them, you know? And it really hurts whenever you spend an awful lot of time going to check on people and help them, and then you just can't, you know, you can't do anything to change them. You can't do anything to better them. So that's something that, a lesson that we all have to learn on ourselves, is that not everybody can be saved. You know, they have to be ready and they have to be willing to change. There's nothing that you can do to make that happen. Alright, so I hope that this resonates with you, and please, if it does, leave me a comment, a like, and a subscribe, and especially a share. Even if you don't really have anyone to share it with, you can always just grab the share button and hit it, and it will definitely help my videos. It'll help the algorithm. And being that I live in Mississippi and I'm right now just struggling to find a job, I'm trying to avoid going back to the place that fired me. So please help me. Help me. Give me some likes, give me some shares, go to my Patreon account. If you want to subscribe to my Patreon, I will be putting everyone who subscribes to my Patreon and enter to win this Illuminati tarot deck. And the cards are exquisitely drawn, beautiful, very similar to the original Rider-Waite deck, so it's not that hard to decipher the cards, not like this. Like, these are so different that I have to really think about, like, what card was that? What's the original card look like? Alright, so, like, some of these don't even have, like, it'll be the 5 of something, and there's not 5 of anything on there, you know what I mean? So if you don't know the Roman numeral, you're just like, what's a V? Okay. But anywho, if you're reading tarot and you don't know the Roman numerals, Google it, because it's going to come in real handy. Okay. Alright, y'all. Have a good one. Come back and see me. Like, share, subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can message me and I will definitely hook it up. Alright, y'all. Have a good one.